BTP fans. Did I say that right? BTPP fan. I feel like I added an extra letter in there. Anyway, Blue Table fans, how are you guys doing? We're doing a bat rep 40K. Bear with us on the models. My army, at least, is kind of a mix of different studio armies because I wanted to try something out. But we're here with Gene, and he's going to play Orks.
Yep.
So tell me about your force, Gene.
All right. So here in addition to this, there's a whole mess of shooty orcs and just regular boys. There's so many I couldn't fit them on the table, but you'll see them once we start playing. Here we've got 15 burner boys. So
Gross.
lots and lots of flamer death. They're going to be getting in one of these wagons and just rolling up straight up the middle, causing lots of death with their death rolla and flaming it up.
Okay.
Over here we've got some ludas, so to sit back and put out some nice glancing hits, tear up some vehicles here. This monster has 4 close combat arms, saws, choppers, so he's going to play doctor with quite a few units, and they're not going to enjoy the results. And here's some killicans. All of them are I gave them grotzukas, because I like the concept of a grotzuka. You're just stuffing trash and junk in there and just shooting it at them. So we'll see how effective they are. They're only 18 inches, but I gave them all the upgrade so that they can shoot that junk. Right here, this big monstrosity, this is going to be lots and lots of fun. This is a Lifta Droppa. It's a Forge World Rules vehicle and weapon, so anytime you're dealing with Forge World Rules, you know you're going to have a fun time. And Thomas, by mutual agreement, actually hasn't seen the rules for the shooting attack yet.
I vaguely remember that. I played with it before.
There's going to be
some
fun times there. Then here's a truck with which is going to hold some Mega Knobs. I went ahead and put the Mega Knob leader, as represented by a Grazgul Thuraka model, in there, because I just like that visual image of a big heavy guy just kind of weighing down the back of that little truck. Here's another battle wagon that's going to be carrying some of my assault boys in it. And then here are the orc knobs on their bikes. You can't leave home without them. Got some here with some claws, some here with big choppas, the pain boy, and then this model here, he's got a little attack squig with him, which I love, and he's another Forge World model as well. I'm not using the Forge World rules with him. He's actually a special character, but just look at how big he is. I mean, even compared to these other orc knobs, he's just the biggest there is. So.
And is he a war boss in your army?
He is. He is my war boss.
And you only have 1 HQ then?
Only 1 war boss.
Okay. And then what are these 2 guys here?
These 2 guys are the knobs I picked out to lead the regular guys.
Okay.
So
cool. How many regular guys do you have?
All right. So I've got a group of 30 shooter boys, a group of 30 clubba boys, and then 20 clubba boys that are going to be jammed into that battle wagon.
So 80 extra boys that are not here.
That are not here. So.
Gross. Okay. Well, let's take a look at what they're facing. Like I said, I have a mix. So I'm doing a Space Wolf army. I wanted to try out a silly Death Star unit. We had one of the rules interpretations wrong, in that you have to, the way you allocate versus when you roll, look out, sir. So it's good to know that the wound allocation isn't so over the top in this edition as we were afraid that it was. And that's good. But anyway, I'm bringing 4 Space Wolf Lords, just for fun. They're all different. Let's see. The one with this guy, he's got a claw. He actually has a frost axe. I just didn't want to take the time to find a miniature that had an axe. So I'm representing this guy with he's got an axe, and he has Saga of the Bear and Storm Shield and Runic armor. They all have Storm Shield, Runic armor, and they have different weapons and different sagas. And then he's got 2 Fenrisian wolves with them. This guy here with the chain sword is actually using a frost axe. He has the talisman and he has majesty, so he'll give them all the morale reroll. This guy right here with the thunder hammer actually has a frost axe, so that's kind of pretty close. He has the warrior born, and he also has the necklace, which allows him to hit on 3s. So this guy's going to be gross. And then the last guy also actually does have a power fist, and he has Saga of the Beast Slain. So That's nice. Then I have 2 units of wolf or gray hunters in drop pods. They have 1 Melta, and then they have this different miniature here, the representing the wolfkin or wolfen, and then they are led by a Terminator, Wolfguard Terminator with a Cyclone missile launcher. So that's what those are. And then I have the same. I have a Long Fang unit, 4 missile launchers, the leader, a las cannon, and then another Terminator with the armor. And then I have a unit without one of the Terminators, and these guys are not they're not completely WYSIWYG, but I'm having I had to use what I had, so I'm using the brain is not working too well right now. Sorry. Noise Marines with their special weapons. So here's the Blast Master, and then Sonic Blasters are representing missile launchers. This is a las cannon, and then of course their leader. And then I have 2 more units. I'm missing one of my rhinos. My rhinos is in the box there, but I have 2 rhinos with guys in them. I have a full 10-man unit. They've got Wolfkin. Wolfen. They have 2 melta guns. They have the banner in that unit. And then this unit is a mix. It's got a Wolfen and then 1 melta gun. It's only a 9-man unit, and I put a Rune Priest with runic armor in there as well. So we'll see how it goes, but we're going to go ahead and start going through the list. First, what we did, we showed you that we prepared our forces. Now we're going to have Gene roll on in the back of the book. There's this game summary, tells you all the breakdowns of everything, and it's a quick reference to be able to get stuff going. And so we're just going to go ahead and follow that so everybody can get a feel for it. Obviously, when you're playing a tournament, you'll do things differently. Your train might already be set up. You're already going to have scenarios ahead of time. But we're just doing this for fun, so we're going to go ahead and roll. So, Gene, tell us what mission we're playing. Go ahead and roll it.
All right, we are playing Mission 4.
Mission 4, that's the Scouring. That's the one where fast attack is better.
Okay.
Fast attack is also
Scoring. Yeah.
And then what deployment are we using?
We are using deployment number 6.
The Vanguard. Now you can't see this. I don't know why I'm spending the time to try and let you see it. It's a Vanguard strike. Okay, so then at this point we do fortifications. Neither one of us have it.
Nope.
So we're going to do terrain. So we'll just the way we're going to set up terrain is we're going to do it per the book, because I think it's kind of fun and fun games to do it. So we're going to roll. Gene's going to roll 3 dice for his 3 on his side of the table, and I'll roll 3 for my side. Not to say that this is necessarily our side of the table. We're rolling D3s.
All right.
So he's got a 1, and a 2, and I'll roll for the same on my opposite side. I got a 1 over here. I got a 1 over here. Holy cow, dude!
Looking pretty sparse.
And a 3 over here. Okay.
Looking pretty
sparse. Then now we're at this point. Roll for deployments. So you get to choose which deployment zone they got first. And then we'll set up terrain based on that.
3.
So you got a 3, and I got a 6. I will go first, so I'm going to pick one of these areas first. We'll set terrain up and deployment, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we set up everything. We're going to explain. We'll explain that in a second. We need to do warlord traits real quick before we do anything else. So I declare my warlord to be my. It's the guy with the highest leadership. If they have the same, you get to choose. I'm going to make my warlord the my warrior born guy. No, I'm going to do it on the. No, I'm going to do the war. No, I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm going to do it on the Eternal Warrior guy, the guy who has bear. So I'm going to pick a personal trait. You can't see him, but I'll go ahead and roll, and you can see the die roll. I got a 1. So a 1 on there is your warlord and his unit have the counterattack special rule while they're in their own deployment zone. Whoop-de-doo.
Ooh.
Whoop-de-doo. I'm playing Space Wolves. They have counterattack all the time.
Okay. Now for my warlord, Gurka Lamurkalurka.
What is he? Which one was he doing it on?
He is on the personal.
He's doing the personal as well?
He's a legendary fighter. My army gets a victory point for every enemy character slain by my warlord.
In a challenge.
In a challenge.
In a challenge. So your guy's gonna go. He's gonna go after me. All right, that was fun.
He's a challenge.
Now we're gonna go back to Gene doing his deployment. We'll come back. Okay, guys. So the first thing that we did, of course, was we set up terrain, and you guys saw us doing the rolls for that. So we had like 1 piece of terrain in this 2 foot by 2 foot area, 1 here, 2 there. We ended up with 3 in this corner and 2 here. The 2 here, or is it 1 here? Is this supposed to be here? I don't think that's supposed to be there.
No.
Okay, and then 1 here. So then we went ahead and did deployment, and I chose. We had the draw the line down the side, and then 12 inches on either side from that. and I chose to set up in this corner, so I took advantage of Mike getting the good roll and definitely got the good terrain there. But he's okay. He's got some terrain. He's got one objective over there. Now we didn't have one of the things that you're going to see is people pretty quickly getting tokens or for like 1-inch tokens for objectives, and they're going to have a number on the bottom, right? So that they could be like, oh, well, in this terrain, because what we did is we're doing the scourging, which has different. Each objective is not worth the same. So there's a 4, 2 3s, 2 2s, and a 1. And there's 6 objectives. The way you set up objectives now is 12 inches, at least 12 inches from each other, 6 inches from the table edge, can't be in buildings, fortifications, or impassable terrain. You start with the person who gets to pick their side, gets to pick their table edge first. So I set up my first one, then Gene set up one, and we just alternated like that. So this is where we ended up with stuff. But since we didn't have a way to mark ahead of time, we didn't want to just use pieces of paper, we took and placed our objectives and then randomly determined which objective was worth what. So, ironically, the middle objective, you can see it there, is worth 1. Mm-hmm. This one over here ended up worth 3. Gene's got, or this one here is worth 2. Mm-hmm. That one is worth 2.
2.
And then 3 over here, or 4 over here. This one's worth 4. And that one right there that my guys are planning on is worth 3. So I got lucky. I got doubly lucky. I got the most terrain.
They only add up to 15.
Right.
And you have 7.
I have 7.
Pretty much almost half.
Right.
In your deployment zone. Wow. The bird
It's
is
okay
on you
though.
instead.
It was all part of the Orky master plan because they're deadly cunning.
I see what you did there. Yeah. All right. So Gene's going to try to seize the initiative now.
All right. Let's seize it, boys.
Oh god, I almost saw the 6 there.
That's
I was like,
shame.
really, 2 bat reps in a row? Really? Come on, Gene.
Hey.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my movement, and then we'll come back. I forgot the first thing I need to do is I have a drop pod. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my drop pod right here, I think. And I'm gonna bring in the one. They're the same. So I'm gonna just bring in one of them. I'll bring it in right there and attempt to land it right there.
Did we roll
some
for
scatter
night
dice.
fighting yet also?
Oh, does night fighting affect in this game?
I don't know.
Okay, we gotta look it up. We're gonna look it up. Night fight does affect. So Gene, you want to go ahead and roll on a one? Is it 4 better?
Pretty sure, yeah. 4 better. It's night fight first turn.
First turn.
Otherwise,
1 through 3, it's turns 5 through 7.
Okay.
So turns 5 through 7 is going to be night fight.
Okay.
And we have random length, game length. I'm going to deploy my drop pod right here. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I've done bat reps on a regular basis, so if I'm a little wobbly this time, I apologize. I'll get back into it. Holy crap!
Whoa!
Holy crap! I just went 11 inches this way, which is probably going to put me off.
Wow. Here, I've got a
He's got a tape measure, so it's going to be.
Okay.
Get your angle.
Okay.
Your
So,
angle is
angle
right like
there,
that.
11 inches.
Yeah. So 11 inches. Are we from the edge? No, we're not. Gonna go right to the edge of my model,
Okay.
which will put me right off the edge there. So my drop pod is gonna suffer bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
And I don't remember what the bad stuff is, so we'll look it up.
We'll roll. It rolls.
I roll.
Okay.
So they changed it's on page 36 of your rule book, just if you guys want to know that. Deep strike mishaps on a 1 is the bad stuff. 2, 3 is displaced, where he gets to place me. 4 through 6 is delayed. So as long as I don't roll a 1, my guys are okay. I rolled a 2, so Gene gets to place me.
Yeah.
All right, Gene, where am I placed?
All right. Wait.
Okay, so we ran out of battery, but Gene was getting to choose to delay me, or to put me where he wanted to, so he put me right in this corner here. So I'll deploy 6 inches out from that, or within 6 inches of that. Now, one of the things that it's from the way that the rules say, it's from the vehicle, the vehicle when it's an open top vehicle. This is an open top vehicle. It's from the edge of the vehicle. So some people have determined that rules as written means you could deploy them from 6 inches from here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it from the regular hole which makes sense, and obviously will be fact, or somebody will be able to say on the internet, no, it doesn't. No, it's not that way. That's just the way that I heard it was. I don't know if that's completely true, but like I said, I'm just going to deploy from where I think makes sense. So from here, within 6 inches, and then I'm going to move. We'll come back. Okay, so I did my movement, moved these guys up. I did about 11 inches for the front guys. I'm not beasts and cavalry are not slowed by difficult terrain at all. Beasts have the move through cover rule, so they even ignore the dangerous terrain, whereas cavalry treats the difficult terrain as dangerous terrain. Just FYI, if you guys didn't know that. Moved this thing up a little bit. Did not move those guys or those guys. Obviously, over here, these guys got out within 6 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and run them probably. Now, I have a psyker, and I forgot to say that earlier. But what I decided to do was just take the Primus power of divination. That's basically within 12 inches you get to reroll to hit, either in shooting or close combat. I think it's both if you have it on you and you're somehow shooting and then in close combat, which you could do on a turn you charge. I
think that's right. Yeah.
But here's the funny thing: blessings, or it specifically says under psychic powers that if you have a psychic power, you can only, and you're embarked in a vehicle, you can only target yourself, the vehicle you're in, or the troop that's in the vehicle. If you're in a vehicle embarked, but it says specifically under witchfire. It doesn't say this under blessings, which this spell I have is a blessing, but it says under witchfire that it's a shooting attack. So if you have a firing point, you can draw a line of sight.
Yeah.
It's really kind of silly,
Kind of weird.
kind of a little bit meh. Like I'm not totally a big fan of the way that they've worded that. Hopefully that gets fact, because I really think it's silly.
Or the internet corrects us. Maybe there's something we missed. But as we read it, it looks pretty clear.
It looks pretty clear that I had to, and then here's the kicker. Blessings are done at the beginning of the psyker's movement phase. So I decided to disembark with the guy, get out right there, move the vehicle up a little bit. The problem is I can't shoot with him now, or I can't use my blessing now. So
another part of our cunning orky plan.
Right. So make sure. I guess what I'm trying to say is make sure that you're really clear about where you put your psychers and if you want them to disembark before you deploy, etc., etc. Kind of silly. Kind of silly. All right. I guess I'm kind of silly, but at the same time, I'm saying it's silly because it was different in 5th edition, and now you just have to readjust how you do things. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do shooting. So to do that, I'm going to pass the camera off to. Great. Okay. So here's a run roll for these guys. A 1. That was fantastic. Good job, guys. I'm not going to run with these guys, and here's my reasoning behind that. If I run with these guys, that means I'm going to get close enough that I'm going to get tank shocked by these nasty death rollers if they get close enough. Plus, I'm thinking 12-inch movement. Plus, I get to roll 2d6 for charge. I think I'm probably going to be able to get a charge next turn, so I'm not terribly worried about that. But let's do some shooting here. So I'm going to pop the top on this. I have 2 bolter guys in there that are going to go ahead and look for a target. Wow, I didn't move enough for them to even be in range, so never mind on that. These guys here do have range to those boys, so I'll go ahead and put 2 bolters into those guys. It's a cocked die. It's probably still a cocked die. It is. Awesome. So 2 hits, looking for 4s, 1 wound on Eugene.
1 wound. Okay. And does he get his 6-up t-shirt save?
No t-shirts.
Ah, gargalarg. Ah, brother. He is dead.
Do you have enough guys? Oh, no, you don't. You don't have the majority of the unit behind cover anyway. Okay. Great. All right, well, so now we're going to do some regular shooten. Let's see, you moved your ludas over there, didn't you?
Yep.
All right, we're going to check our rocket range and las cannon range here, see what we got in range, because we get to pre-measure. That's kind of fun.
Okay.
So basically they're within range of what they want to be in range of.
Ooh.
These guys, kind of the same idea. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do 4 frag missiles onto these guys, and then I'm going to split fire using the sergeant's ability from the long fangs to put the las cannon into. Let's see, this guy's armor 12 on the front.
I believe so, yeah. I can double
These guys
check
are
if you
armor
want.
14
Yep.
on the front, what's the truck? Armor 10 or something?
Probably. Armor 10.
10 or 11.
Yep.
We'll double check that. I'm going to go ahead and split fire the las cannon onto
The truck!
the truck.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So here we're gonna do some frag missiles.
All right.
Pause for a second.
Yes.
We had to pause. I now have a baby, as you can see. It's pretty fun. We're doing 4 blast templates on those guys. I'm within range
Okay.
of everybody, so I'm going to pick a good spot for them. Someday soon, Balian, someday soon, you're going to be rolling dice for me. Let's see, I could get 4 hit, 4 there. I think if I go there, I can get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go there.
All right.
And I'm going to need your handy help there measuring if I move.
Whoop.
I do. I move 2 inches that way.
2 inches. Okay. So
These are
using
trusty
the
BTP.
trusty BTP. So 2 inches is this one.
The end of it, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going
So
2
right about that way.
inches right
Okay.
there. So
All
what
right.
it look like now?
Now.
We're having fun here.
Yeah.
From 1 to 5. Yeah.
Looks like yeah.
Okay, so 1 on the first
One.
one. Second one, we'll go 3 inches that way.
Okay.
We'll go with the 4 incher. Well, yeah, go with the 4 inches, and I'll just
Okay.
measure 3.
Whoop.
It's gonna get 2 guys, and
Okay.
do nothing to that
Okay.
because it's armor 10. Wait, is it armor 11 on the front on those things? I'm
Pretty sure.
it's
Yeah.
armor 11.
Armor 11.
Okay. Third one. Oh, hit
Oh,
once.
wow.
guys. Hit once.
There you
3
go.
inches is gonna do probably nothing.
Probably nothing. Yep.
And the fourth one hits.
Okay.
So 5.
5 and 1. 6
and
total,
two.
I think.
Well, I hit twice. I hit 2 guys once.
Oh, okay. So 8.
8.
Okay.
8 looking for 4s.
8. Here we go. Here we go. Oh.
Wow, 2 wounds. Still
Okay.
hates me. So 2 cover saves for you, sir.
2 cover saves. All right.
5 or better.
Here you go. Cover, cover. Ah, 2 ludas.
2 just die.
Blarg.
So it'll be the
Blarg.
closest to the unit. So
Oh, the
probably
closest.
these 2.
So those 2. Blarg. Blarg. Okay.
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 Make sure to try and watch through the screen what you're doing so they can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, next, the last cannon is going to go after these kilocans.
Okay. Las cannon.
Hit 2 to do something to you. I pin you. You're out in the open, so you have no
Okay.
cover. You don't have a custom force field or anything
Nope.
silly like that. Okay, so that takes off 1 hull point from the closest guy, which would be probably this guy.
Okay.
That guy. Can you see that? And then
This guy.
what does the effect do? A 2, and it's AP2, so it's upgraded to a 3. So
Which
that's
is
a stunned.
stunned.
So I stunned you and took a hull point off of you.
Okay.
And I have little markers here for that.
Right on.
Okay, now we're going to do the second unit, and it's going to, these guys over here
Okay.
of long fangs, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to shoot the, I have 2 more missiles because I have this guy in there. He's going to fire. You want to pause for a second, dude?
Okay. Yep, I'm on.
All right, second unit, we're going to fire at these guys again. I already
Okay.
pre-measured to see. So I'm going to try and just find a place where that will get me 4 if I hit. That won't. That gets me 4. I think
Okay.
4 is my best bet. I'm going to go right here with it.
Okay.
So I have 6 of these. Is that right? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that's going to go. It's cocked. It's going to go 6
inches that away.
So that's going to
Which
pop
is
out over
just
here, not do
all-
anything.
All the way out there.
Next one, that'll go 2 inches this way.
Okay. So we've got that.
Template. Go ahead and just move the template 2 inches and we'll see where it hits. So that'll hit 5.
Huh?
Hold on. Pause.
There you go.
Pause. Okay, so we move 2 inches with it. So we'll move it right there. So that's going to hit 4. I think it doesn't hit this guy. So we're up to
Okay,
we're up
fair
to
enough.
4 now.
All right.
Okay, third one.
So back there.
That'll go an inch that way.
I don't know if that'll really make much of a change.
It'll go 3.
Okay.
So 7 guys. This is my 4th one. We'll go an inch this way.
Okay.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So that's up
So
to
12.
12 on my. That was my 4th one. The 5th one. We'll go an inch that way. So it'll give me 2 probably.
Okay.
Up to 14.
14.
And my last one will hit.
Okay.
So that's another 4.
Total of 18.
18.
All right.
So Let me get some dice there. Oh, and then
Those
I
mean
split
long
fire
thing
the last
guys.
cannon into the
Ooh, into the can?
can again.
Okay.
We're gonna try and take that
Here,
same
let's
can
see.
out. I missed.
Oh, good job.
That's too bad. All right.
All right.
So wounds, I'll be very sad. There's 10, 14, 18 dice,
Okay.
and if I can scoop them up in one hand.
Here we go.
We're scooping. We're doing all this with one hand. The other
All
hand's
right.
got the
Here we
baby.
go. Here we go. Boom.
There we go.
Wow. Looking like some good hits.
It's looking
Some good
4,
wounds.
8, 10, 18. Or sorry, yeah, 18.
Oh, hey.
8.
8. All right. Well, I'll just take these very same 8 dice. We're looking for 5s or 6s from my cover. Okay, so 3 saves, so a total of 5 more lutas. Gone. Going from the closest,
one,
so
these 5 probably.
these 5. Okay, so that's Rarg. Poor lutas. They didn't bring their anti-missile pants today,
Yeah.
which ended up being their critical mistake. Any other shooting?
No, I think it'll
Okay.
be your turn, sir.
Well,
Oh,
I'll go ahead and
Shawn.
roll for their leadership.
So 6
Since-
or 7?
It'll be something bad. Let's see how we go. Yeah, it's not going to be an 8, so they're going to be running a ways. Sad times.
All right, so they failed their morale. Did you look up their morale, by the way?
It was 7.
It was 7.
Yep.
Okay. So they fall back 3 inches.
3 inches.
Which is going to be 3 inches towards your table edge.
Okay.
So that's good for you. It's not this table edge over here, which would be awful.
Should be bad.
And then we'll go for your movement. All right, beginning of Gene's turn. These guys are going to try and roll.
Lutas, rally!
They do on
Yay!
6, so he
On a
gets
6.
3-inch movement. Sorry, guys.